Right, everybody, we are going straight into a big best of three between the Polish macro virgin Geralt, whose probe here is scouting, against the very aggressive Mexican Terran player Special. Every single week, I get to cast Special, play the North American Weekly, and just cheese the crap out of Protoss players. There's only one thing that is guaranteed. Number one, Special will be in the top 8, if not the top 4 of the finals. Number 2, he'll make battle cruisers. Number 3, he'll do a crazy set of different weird rushes. And number 4, his Protoss opponent will be reeling and going, God damn it, how do I deal with this cheesy bastard? Now, Geralt knows about it, so he scouted around. He got over there early. He's gonna do a loop-de-loop. He was kind of looking for proxies, and he's gonna come back with the probe to see, hey, are you expanding? What's going on after that? Now, we can see he's pulled off guys on gas, one off each gas geyser. Special will be dropping that command center, and the probe perfectly timed to see that. It's going to come out and go, okay, I see what you're up to, mate. So it's going to be just Hellions and Reapers to start. Delayed starport, at least by the looks of it, as that probe does go down. On the other side, probe comes in, and it looks like the Stalker will be able to deflect that Reaper. No Reaper jump in ledge either. He can jump a Reaper up and spot that it's a Stargate, but he can't actually get inside the base. I don't think there's any way you could bounce a Reaper across either of these gaps. If he does, I will eat my words, but doubt it's possible. Reactors on the way. We got 2 Reapers out and the Hellion. Where is that second Reaper? There it is. Did he see the Stargate? Oh, he didn't actually jump up there. Interesting. So he's going to try and run in the front, but there is an Adept and a Stalker. And those 2 units together should be solid, especially if they focus fire one of these units. So the Hellion comes in first. There's even a battery. Super safe play for Geralt. He's going to be going for a second Adept. So a 3rd Gateway unit and an Oracle. Very safe play here. Behind this, it looks like a Widowmine drop is the plan for Special. Oh, Reapers jump in. They do see the Stargate in the Oracle building. So that's a valuable scout. But the Stalker comes out and actually traps them. Gets the Hellion. The Reapers, though, they juke it. And, yep, they get out. Okay, they should be able to escape those shades as well. Very nicely done. He's going to now say, oh, you know what? He's gone Stargate. There's no reason to go Widowmine drop here. That would just be, you know, it's not going to work out. He'll be building Phoenix after that Oracle. So I'm just going to go for a Viking. Funny thing is, there is no Phoenix. So Geralt is actually not respecting the potential Widowmine drop. He's just going Oracle into 3rd base and Blink. And I think Special building Vikings and Cyclones here, really bad against this. So Geralt has a head start on the opening. On the other hand, there's a Fusion Core on the way. I told you there would be battle cruisers. Special does so many crazy builds. He loves mech on this map especially, but he loves his battle cruiser openings, his YOLO, different attacks and things. There's so many different crazy builds that he does. Now, good split by Special. Can he get the Reaper out of there? Oracle's hunting. It's only got 20 energy left. If it runs out of energy, we'll not be able to kill it, but I think Geralt will find it just in time. Oh, and he gets both Reapers just before the energy runs out. Very nicely done. So it's 2 gate blink, 3 gate now. Even going to add a 4th gateway. That'll give him plenty of production to defend this 3rd base, especially if he gets a shield battery out there as well. And we've got a tank on the way and a battle cruiser, but oh, a nasty supply block for Special. About a 10-second supply block here. Damn. That is not good at all. Now, Widowmines are going to stumble into this Widowmine potentially. Viking skirmishing with the Phoenix. Viking beats a Phoenix, I believe, just slightly. And as you can see, Widowmine kills an Adept. The Adept does get revenge for her friend, though. Ooh, Marines are going to catch the other one, though. Revenge for the Widowmine! Guys, this is how blood feuds start, you know? It's all about, you know, one person's like, oh, they were trying to kill me. But then people are like, hey, you killed my family. He would have never been trying to kill you. He was a good guy. And then they're like, we need to get revenge on you. Oh, yeah? Well, you just killed my person. They were innocent too. Revenge. It's just back and forth revenge wars. And that's what's been happening so far in this game. Now, Blink is out in good numbers, and that's going to shut down the BC pretty hard. However, those Stalkers are on this side of the map. That's not great. Oracle reveals the Widowmine Stalkers. Pick it off. Cyclone Viking. Plenty of Marines and tanks to defend here. It's if those Stalkers come into the main, that's where things get kind of nasty. Of course, the Stalker's still able to pick things off potentially. If that BC teleports in, Geralt will have to quickly recall. And the BC's just going to have to dance around between. So I think we teleport straight into the main. Oh, it goes in behind the 3rd and the natural, but there is actually a battery on each of those bases, so they're not as effective because you can run the probes and heal them. Let's see how quickly Geralt reacts, and the answer is very quickly. Only loses 1 probe. As I said, if this went in the main, he would have got at least 5 or 6 probes, but no way for Special to know that. Does get, okay. can't actually out DPS a shield battery. That's the big problem with the battlecruiser. I mean, it's denying some mining time. It gets 2 probes, so it is something. Is it enough though? And gets another probe there. Does damage the Stalker. And obviously it beats Stalkers pretty hard one at a time, but when there's more than that, it is a problem. Marine tank, Cyclone push on the front. More BCs, Yamato's on the way. We've got Storm, Void Rays, and Charge coming in. Feel like Geralt knows the build order. He's not actually tunnel visioning on the BC. He's going Void Ray, Phoenix, Stalker to deal with that, and he's trying to still get Zealots up with Charge on the ground, which will crush this sort of army. The Oracle gets the tag. Special, he sees this army, he is on a timer, he's got to get in here and force the fight right now. There's 25 seconds till Charge is done. With Chrono, maybe only about 15 or 20 seconds. I think Special, he's gonna try and fight here. The slow Zealot's coming forward. Oh, he's gonna get overrun, mate. Oh, this is a good fight for Geralt. Slow Zealots are gonna clean this army up. There's just not enough firepower with it, and that's the problem with going for the battlecruiser. It is so expensive. Now, he does teleport one in the main, kills the shield battery, and he could absolutely kill these Stalkers as well. The one at the third does get pushed back, but losing that army was huge. I think with his scan, Special needed to pull back with his ground army. Now, in hindsight, we know that. I actually probably would have pushed in the same way he did. Look at this. The Void Ray is going to take him out, guys. Oh, is it though? Oh, but he gets baited into the Stalker's range. It goes down. Obviously distracted because there are Zealots killing all the workers in his third. And Mech is just so weak up against those charge zealots, man. If that BC Yamato'd and then just stood there, it could have waited and teleported home. Every BC you lose is so valuable. You can see right now, Geralt's been way more efficient. Geralt's getting a 4th up on the gold. His work count might not be amazing, but he's denied the 3rd. And if you're denying the Terran 3rd, so they're only really getting efficiency from about 45 SCVs, you're on 60, and you've got a 4th coming up. You can explode from here. Special can't. Special's only got a couple production facilities. He's trying to build tanks, Widow Mines, BCs, but it's such a nasty position, man. If he has 3 battlecruisers with Yamato, 16 Stalkers and a Void Ray, it's just enough to deal with that, but they need to kind of all be on top of it in order to do so. Now that BC can definitely Yamato that Void. Oh! And he can teleport out of there. Teleport out, teleport out, teleport out. Okay, good teleport to try and get back and heal up. Tanks on the high ground. I think you always want to keep most of your tanks on the high ground here for sure. That's the way to do it. Now, they don't cover too far. They only cover to there. So you're going to have to be really quick at like lifting your 3rd and floating it away when the Stalkers try to focus it down. New BC does come in, picks off a probe, another probe, and make it 3. Not bad. Can always rotate between these bases. Keep picking these units off. Another Void Ray. And could easily Yamato that. Yep, well worth it. Does take a few Stalker hits. Oh! Oh, because he'd only damaged the shields. The quick battery overcharge actually saves the Void Ray. Clever plays. Time to run those boys. And like I said, you got to lift the orbital and float it back. But oh, Storm and the Stalker focus fire equals a dead orbital, and we see that these tanks just can't cover it well enough. So that will be game. A nice dismantling from Geralt in this one. Gets the 3rd, gets the SCVs there. And 2 base mech can't do nothing. Lovely play by Special. I really love the way he's mixed it up in this one. And by Geralt, sorry. And yeah, obviously Special throws out crazy shit all of the time, but it is what it is. So Geralt knew what was coming, I think. Does lose that Void Ray. This army of Zealots trying to stop what is a 2 base all in now, but they're gonna backstab and deal with the rally, I believe. There is a battlecruiser there. Looks like the how many BCs we got? We've only lost 1, so that means they should be 3 out, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So he's going to try and bring these SCVs to repair that. Oh my god, thank you so much for the love in the chat. We've got a huge wave. I'm going to give you guys huge props in a moment. Here we go, guys. BCs, tanks. Oh, big volley on the Stalkers. Not bad. It's a scary looking push, but there's a Prism in the main. Zealots warp in there, and Zealots in the natural as well. Of course, that warp Prism snuck into the corner, and as we said, Special's pretty all in, so he can't really defend this sort of army. He's got to force the fight right now. Every second that goes by, Geralt's getting even more units. The SCV's doing some nice hold position. Siege tanks slowly clearing things up. Army pushes forward. Even one more good storm on these SCVs. These Hellbats would be massive. The BCs are getting repaired up, which is nice, but the Zealots will eventually flank in. Completely all in. He's lost his economy at home. Storm is decent, but doesn't really hit the center of those Hellbats and those SCVs. The tanks are getting in range. Battery overcharge comes in, but of course, with so many tanks firing, they're not going to do that much. The BCs do force the Zealots to engage. The Hellbats tanking the charge. Bit of tank-friendly fire, but more Zealots will be coming out. Another Yamato goes down, but the Void Ray survives it. He's going to try and flank this army. I think he wants to blink on it from the high ground. More tanks rallying. Special turning this into a pretty scary push. He actually depowers the gateway, but not the robo. And you can see, oh man, two tanks go down. The friendly fire is so scary there. More zealots come in with no hellbats left. You can see how scary zealots are versus tanks. It's ridiculous, man. Tanks are going to unsiege, deal with the zealots, but that means the stalkers can dive in, and even with mass repair from the SCVs, the battlecruiser's fighting impressively well. It's just not going to be quite enough there. He does need to click on that void ray. You can see he clicks 1 BC on it. And oh my god, he's actually killing all the stalkers. That's crazy. I just feel like when you've got 8 gateways, you can just warp in 8 more stalkers and then 8 more stalkers. There's no way the BCs can kill all the economy in that time. He's trying to hunt down the stalker count. So, but look at that. Falls back, battery overcharge goes down again, and especially with a little bit of blink back micro or even blink forward to focus fire, 1 BC does fall down. There's only 2 left now, and Geralt, he's warping in way too many stalkers for Special to keep up with. I love that he can make this push so scary after everything has gone wrong for him in this game. It shows there is power to this build, right? It really does, but Geralt just handled so much so well up to this point and really chopped his legs out from under him. 14 SCVs, there's next to no reinforce. And as the last battlecruiser goes down, he has to tap. All right, guys, going into map number 2, Specials in the bottom left. And he's still playing very aggressive because he always does. He proxies a barracks forward a little bit, but it's more of a hidden barracks, right? It looks like a proxy, and it does get a reaction. Geralt's building a zealot. Geralt goes for the quick second pylon there before second gas. Now he sees the bunker coming up as well, but the Reaper is actually turning around. So that's a fake bunker. I'm pretty sure he doesn't commit to that getting up. Reaper will go after this probe and we'll take it out. So I think he's going to cancel that bunker, right? Because I don't think you can get that up. Then again, actually, maybe the Reaper gets back across the map and in here in time. But no, looks like he's just forced a third pylon. The Zealot forced to come out the probe. He will cancel this. And he does have a second Reaper on the way. Do we see a Hellion or straight into Widowmine this game? Hellion, once again, he loves that 2 Reaper Hellion. You can see he sold the bunker, got the 75 minerals there. Do we see Stargate behind this? No, Warp Gate's on the way. Now, most people play Stargate Phoenix behind this sort of opening against the 1 base aggression that the special's showing. But Geralt does change it up from game 1. This will be a Twilight Council, I believe. Or a very late Stargate. No, it is Twilight. Okay. I was like, dude, that's a really late Stargate, but okay. And there we go. Oh my god, some more subs. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna, obviously we're running a 2-minute delay today, but I'm gonna answer all those questions and chat to you guys and respond to some of that in between the games. For now, 2 Reaper Hellion is gonna find the Zealot. Sneaky Zealot, not so sneaky, says Special. You're surprising literally nobody, dumbass. He does see the command center at least, and a second Hellion actually. It's a bit of a sign of aggression there. Shield battery's on the way. Geralt might invest in a wall off. Does have an extra stalker. I think 2 stalkers and an adept, you know, can definitely defend this. Obviously, it's all about running past for Special. He wants to, like, run into the main. So he's probably going to try and bounce these units. Let's see what he can do. Trying to block here is Geralt. Does he get rid of... Okay, gets rid of 1 Hellion. And, oh, does bounce one of the stalkers back. And, oh, the Hellion splash is really big against probe pulls. He gets 1 good shot. Oh, he didn't get another shot there. He's going to get at least 4 or 5 probes, but is that really enough? Oh, only 5 probes. He could have focused down that 6th one. As it is, I mean, obviously that's not a bad trade in terms of, hey, look, Protoss is ahead in units lost, but it is workers. And you're trading off just to damage their worker count. Now, there is a Medevac scout coming in by the looks of it. So I think this is a fake Widowmine drop that he's going for, which is kind of going to throw his opponent off. He's also seeing, is there a counterattack coming? He does see an Adept there. Stalker's moving to the left side, interestingly. Cyclone is going to be very happy to clean that Adept up. Ooh, yee. Nice free unit kill there. He also sees, is there a third base? And he sees a probe. Yep, he sees the third. He's going to pull back with this Medevac now. Blink is not done, so the Medevac should be able to get out of there for now. I like the Medevac scout, man. I really feel like the Medevac as a scout is just the most underrated thing, because the Protoss is like, whoa, he's dropping Widow Mines. Like, that's what the Protoss thinks. And you're just like, hey, this is the fastest scout. With boost, it can boost in, see what's up, and then just run away. A Widow Mine in the middle of the map, hoping to catch a Stalker in a little while. Very nice. Ravens on the way, going to 3 racks. Now, obviously, Special's being a little greedy, right? Where's his tanks, guys? He's got a bunker, but he's only got a Cyclone, a Raven, nothing else. What if he was getting 4 gate blinked? He'd die, right? And yes, he would. but he scouted. He knows there's a third Nexus. He's got that information. He can afford to play this way. He's right now hoping to intercept that Observer as it comes across the map, going into a much faster stim and shields than what you'd see from, say, Cure, who plays always Raven tank. It's just Raven into straight bio medevac, which is definitely a bit crisper. Observer sees the Widowmine in the middle of the map. Stalker's not moving forward to kill that just yet. Oh, yes, they are. Here we go. He's going to go for it. Now, the Raven, Cyclone, and stuff are going to come forward, and they will find the Observer, so... Observer goes down, and nice blink there to dodge that. The Raven needs to... Oh, he's going to send it to do some harassment. Interesting. Okay. Cyclone pulls home, but because Stim and Shields are so close now, you can see that the extra minute and a half delay on this Stalker pressure, not to mention the Observer not being there, so he doesn't have high ground vision for a while, just makes it much easier for Special to defend. So Special is a little supply blocked here, and he does desperately need to get more units out, but he's saying, okay, you can be annoying with your Stalkers. Guess what? I'm going to do an 8 Marine drop, and I've got auto turrets hitting your mineral line at the same time. So 1 probe plus mining time. I mean, good response from Geralt, but still, I mean, he still loses mining time there, and yet again, another 2 probes go down. The Stalker could die, but good blink back by Geralt. Now, Geralt's going to go in the main base. There's a Cyclone, a few Marauders, and with 2 more Marauders about to pop out with Stim, 4 Marauders would punish a blink up super hard. Stim's done. Yeah, Cyclone does go down, but dude, look at how much that gets punished. Stim finishing just before that happens, and I think you're happy to lose your Cyclone. He even picks up the double drop and goes straight down that side of the map. Where's the other drop? It's already inside the main base. I think he should probably get out of there. Yeah, get back, get back. Oh, he gets it out just barely. Okay. And he's got a double drop moving down the left as well. Special, so fluid on the aggression. He could probably drop a third on location now. I do want to see him do a supply drop. And indeed, he's going to start building depots, start building a third base. He's got the Raven coming in there. He's going to just try and focus fire some of these probes. The medevac will try to boost out. The Raven does just sit there, which is a little unfortunate, but that's because he's focusing on getting the damage done. Fighting just out of range of battery overcharge there with the bio. Gunning down the Zealots. Burrows the Widowmine a little bit late, and we'll just pick up and pull away the 8 Marine drop. Where did it go? Did it go back in? Yes, it did. Sorry, guys. Teal on blue. Try to not get this color combo next time, so they do not contrast at all. Oh, okay, loses the drop. 5 more probes, but the drop goes back in. Oh my god, it is an endless onslaught. And he's going to drop the main as well. Remember, there's no recall right now. And oh my god, if he could get rid of these pylons. That pylon there is so exposed. If he can kill that pylon, that is huge. Widow Mines are going to go into the mineral line. He's going to try and do some boomy booms. Does get 1 Widow Mine hit. The other Widow Mine does burrow, unburrow. He's going to get rid of that. Now, +1 armor's finished, as has charge. There's going to be a counterattack of Zealots across the map, and his command center's not finished. Is Special playing too fast and loose? Well, he's doing big damage here. It looks like he lost the drops in the natural. His third gets cancelled and rebuilt on the high ground. Where are his units right now? Did that drop? The drop must have died there on the left side. I mean, he's doing so much damage, though. The gateway's being depowered. I think Geralt here is just like, go for a counterattack. It's kind of a desperate situation for him. He recognizes that. And look at this, pulling back to the choke point. Zealots can't do anything. And even though Geralt cancelled his third, 3 gateways cannot defend this. His recall is still 14 seconds away. And these Zealots just getting picked off. Nice hot pickups here from Special. He could try and drop in the third. The Stalkers are back, though. So this is a bit of a sacrifice. Special definitely getting a little too horny. Actually, there are no Stalkers. All the Stalkers are on the left side. That drop does get cleaned up. The Stalkers are expecting another drop down the left because Special's been hitting every side so consistently. Observer right over the top of him. Does send a Widowmine drop. And, oh, he's second-guessing himself. Those Stalkers know that he's heading across with this, but I think they assume he's going to send that all the way to the top left, and he's actually just going straight through the middle. So the YOLO drop sometimes the most surprising. Third command center's up. He's up to 4th and 5th barracks, adding their add-ons. A little bit chaotic from Special in this game, but he's found so much damage. If Geralt brings this back, it would be a god tier comeback. Widowmine drop comes in. Armory's not quite ready yet. And there is even a cannon on the way there, but even mining time is massive in of itself. Widowmine gets a Stalker, breaking the rocks on that side. And Special comes into the main and says, oh, you don't even have any probes for me to blow up. What the hell, dude? But he's going to force that detection to go down everywhere. So Armory is now up. Widowmine in the main, Widowmine in the third. That Widowmine a little too close to the cannon does get taken out. The one in the main does fire. Units are morphing in. There is a Robo and there is an Observer out. It's coming back here. Looks like he cleans that one up. And as the Observer gets in the main, he cleans that up. But Special is already hitting him on the front again. The Stalker's getting annihilated right now. Widowmine's ready to blast these Zealots. He just pulls away. Yes, his Widowmine's... he pulled his bio away from the splash damage. He didn't micro his Medivacs away. So Widowmine's killed all of his own Medivacs because, you know, Terran units. It does snipe the Observer there. It's actually crazy how much losing those Medivacs hurt him, man. He still won the game. It doesn't really matter. But very nice play by Special. He's going to tie up this series 1-1. And I do like that he played a bit more of a normal style. Oh my god. Blowing up Stalkers with Widowmines. Geralt getting overrun there. A beautiful build from Especial. This is Special in the top right. He's going to go for a 1-Rax Reaper expand. No SCV Scout. Playing a bit greedy. I think it's a good way to play. You're known for your aggression. Unlikely he tries to cheese you when he's expecting you to play a 1-base build order. So do a bit of a greedy expand for once. Geralt is in the bottom left, and he is going for pretty standard opening himself. Well-timed pylon. You can see that finishes just before the Cybercore finishes. We can see an Adept or a Stalker get chronoed. No Warp Gate, which does tell us Geralt, I think, is going to be going for that Stargate style. But, oh no, he's going Twilight. Interesting. Twilight before Warp Gate. Hello. Wants to get either a very quick blink or a DT Shrine out. My man. Probe tries to mine out, but sends 3 probes to defend. Good micro by Geralt so far. And Special does get the kill, but he'll pay the ultimate price. He's trapped in there. Does get 2 probes in total. Meanwhile, going for a factory and a reactor really quickly after that. And a second barracks hidden in the back. Ooh-wee, okay. Special would definitely like to get a sneaky attack going. He might even go 3 racks plus tanks and just do like a big push. But he could also do like a combat shield marine tank push. Blink's pretty good versus all those things. DTs also can catch it off guard because you know Special's going to cut some corners. So there we go, guys. It's 1 Adept, 1 Stalker, and then Blink starts up at 310. Takes 2 minutes to finish the Blink upgrade, not including chronos. So we should have Blink. I would imagine that Blink is going to kick in about 4 minutes 50, probably double chronos it over the next minute or two. So yeah, I would say about 450, maybe 445. For now, Cyclone is on the way first of all. Starport does go down, so it's just a second barracks to start. Okay, cool. Now with that Cyclone coming out, you know, the Stalker can out micro the Marines for a moment, but once the Cyclone's here, it can punish you. Now the Adept will see this, and Geralt has to run! Quick recall, very good call by Geralt. Takes a bit of damage, but he doesn't lose the Stalker. And he might even drop a battery. Yeah, because the Cyclone and the Marines could push you, and putting the battery down just gives you so much more defensive prowess. Now the Adept's coming forward to the Marines, though. Anticipate that, but Geralt's watching, doesn't get caught. We've got Tech Lab in the back, so it looks like it will be a Raven and then Stim starting. Siege tanks are building. Special had 1 worker just chilling for a little bit, but he builds a depot now. Supply blocks have been a bit nasty for Special today, making some uncharacteristic errors. But he does catch a probe there, and you gotta say, 3 probes for just a Reaper so far is pretty good. He sees that there's a quick 3rd Nexus. Does he get the Adept? No, but he's just pushing it back and limiting Geralt's vision, which is very nice. And he's gonna go Cloaked Banshee. Ooh-wee! Now that's usually a really cool problem for him. Pretty quick Observer is on the way out, and if it goes straight across the map, might, yeah, I think it'll get vision in time to respond. We'll see. It's obviously a narrow timing window and issue there. Observer comes forward, and if he catches it and scans it, that would be huge for Special. Massive increase in chance of the Banshees doing big damage. And obviously you can join the Banshees up with the Marines and the tanks for a frontal push. Problem, Colossus and Charge. Both amazing techs for dealing with Marine tank, especially since these are combat shield Marines. They're not going to have stim, no Marauders in front. Now, what is the big weakness for Geralt? He stopped his Observer in the middle of the map. Oh, that's so bad for him. He needs to get in here and see this cloak, number 1. Number 2, he's making a Forge. And that's a problem, guys, because a Forge tells us Geralt's thinking about the future. He's thinking about 3 base with upgrades and Colossus and Charge. And against a guy who's just sitting on 2 barracks doing all this, that's not what you want. Special somehow sees that Observer. What a Chad gamer, man. How did he spot that? What a legend. And he's going for a huge Marine tank push here. 3 tanks, about 20 Marines, maybe even more. He's got a Cyclone with this army as well. Great micro from him. Already almost kills the Stalker, and the first Banshee arrives. Cloak is done. He gets a couple of probes immediately before those batteries can finish. The Banshee's flying in between. Hasn't even activated Cloak yet. He's waiting to the last possible second. There are batteries in each base, but there's only one observer on the map right now. The first Colossus will be out soon, but look at this dude. The Banshee's just going to fly back and forwards, being as annoying as it can. He says, hey, this is not in battery range right there, so let's just move this way, move that way, keeping him busy. The Marines and the tanks are going forward. He's still only lost 3 Marines, and he's already at the natural. Oh my god, the Colossus does come out, but with battery overcharge, perfect timing on the Colossus. Special has to pull back, I think. The Marines trying to back on out of there. The SCVs and the Banshee trying to tank. The Banshee does go down. The other Banshee's in the main base right now. The Zealots and the Stalkers do get boomed, and that's a huge problem for Geralt. Remember, this guy is in the main getting, or this girl, I should say. Banshee pilots are mostly ladies. They are psychopath ladies who like murdering people from the skies, but nonetheless, ladies they are. Tanks blowing up the gateway. Oh, Disruptor goes down. It was just a bit too close there. Geralt's going to try and get the Zealots on the tanks, but there's not enough. They kill 1 Marine, and they get blasted down. Wow, Special is large and in charge. Where is that Colossus? It's in the back of the natural. He needs that Colossus up front and center. The Robo in the wall getting taken advantage of, and I'm telling you guys, Special has so many builds. He could be playing battle cruisers, or he could be doing a fierce combat shield Marine push. Who needs stim packs, mate? Well, his tanks do unsiege. I think his Marines got a bit ahead of themselves there. He could have kept those Marines busy. He should be killing this 3rd base, so a big mistake from Special. Does still have a Banshee alive in the back, though, with 11 kills. Another Banshee flies into the main. He's got to cloak that Banshee and get it out of there. Those tanks do go down, and these Zealots will kill those tanks, potentially. Uh-oh. This Banshee. Oh, it cloaks. But wait, there is an observer there. Oh, that's a bummer. And it looks like this attack has been held. I think Special could have basically killed Geralt. He's not going to be able to, but remember that he has a transition on the way, not to mention the Colossus. Oh, she got a Colossus kill! How many Banshee pilots do you know that have Colossus kills? That is crazy. The Colossus falls. Remember, there's no Robo. 46 probes, trying to just chrono boost probes to catch back up, no doubt, is Geralt. But Geralt does have 8 gateways and has charge and blink, right? He's going to go double Robo to try and get back into Colossus production. Now, Special, on the other hand, he has going up to 5 barracks. He's already got 2 tech labs, a reactor, 4th and 5th barracks there. He's building more tanks. He's got a Raven. He's got double upgrades on the way, so he can go armory. He's up in the workers. It is an amazing position for Special to be in. Huge advantage. And Geralt, he's making a Templar Archives because he's got the gas. What I'd like to see from Geralt is to go both Storm and Colossus and Disruptors. So if he can get feedback out for the Raven, Storm for the Marines, just 2 Colossus, and then also add Disruptors. Basically what Geralt should do is don't really focus on upgrades too much, like maybe skip Colossus range, skip plus getting a 2nd Forge, and just focus on getting out as much splash damage as possible. And we see here, Geralt says, yep, that's absolutely my plan. He's going a different path to what I said. He's going straight Disruptors. Good enough, as long as he gets as much splash damage out while playing kind of greedy on the economy, and he just tries to stall things out with splash damage, buy time. That's what he's got to do. Now, he's making High Templar. That tells us he wants to use Archons right now. There's no Ghosts on the map, so Archons are a great unit for buffer, for splash damage to sit in front of these Disruptors. Stalkers in the middle of the map will see the army coming. Special immediately stims, but Geralt immediately blinks, avoids taking any damage, putting pylons out as well. He doesn't have many observers, so he's got to rely on that for vision. Disruptors are looking for the flank, and they haven't been spotted just yet. I like the positioning. Where is the feedback? Oh, he didn't get the feedback down. Disruptor, first one does get dodged. The Archon actually copped the interference matrix there. That's interesting. The Raven will go down. Oh, he's just going to stim into the natural. Special, the mad lad. Archon and Disruptors trying to come on in there. He does get towards the siege tanks, but oh man, there's just no Zealots to get on top of the tanks, and you can just see with, oh, it's so scary, dude. The way Special dives in there, I'm telling you, man. Special just understands when to push, when not to push. He picks up, drops on top. He says, you've got absolutely no damage output here, mate. As long as I don't eat the Disruptor to the face, then I should be good. Geralt there tried to seduce Special a bit. He said, oh no, they're anabolic chocolate frosted balls, man. They're anabolic. Special said, fuck off, mate. Those are way too high in calories. Dodged it, chucked it on the ground, and did manage to turn that series around despite losing the battlecruiser opening in game 1.